Hello, beautiful family. How are you all doing? Thank you so dearly for always tuning in. I really appreciate. Today, the first time you are coming across us, so you are hearing this voice for the first time. We still remain Progress News, and we give you all the latest updates. Remember, in this platform, we react to all videos, and your opinion is highly needed. So sit back, watch this video, and I'll be right back.
Thank you for all you're doing. It is an honor to be here in your midst today. I thank each and every single one of you. I thank Dr. Agi for the wonderful job you are doing to kickstart the Biafra Government in Exile Ministry of Information. I'm so proud of all of you here. Well, my name is Dr. Ngozi Orobueze. I am the a member of the Biafra government in exile, as some of you are aware. I am the Ministry of Health, the lead of the Ministry of Health. We have a Minister of Ministry of Health. I'm the head of the Ministry of Health. I'm also a member of the oil and gas, just a little member of the oil and gas. And by profession, I am a family nurse practitioner, certified. I'm also a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner board certified. So I'm board certified both in primary care and in psychiatric. Apart from that, I had my master's degree. I had my bachelor's degree from Valdosta State University. I went to Walden University where I obtained my doctorate. So I have my DMP. I have my Doctor of Nursing in DMP, Doctor of Nursing Practice, which is an equivalent of when you're going to say somebody have a PhD. So I have my doctorate in nursing practice, and also have a Bachelor of Arts degree. So I'm both an artist and a scientist. So I live here in the United States with my kids. So proud to be part of the Biafran government in exile, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Eba. I am really so happy to be here with you today. Thank you so much, Sonny. That question about the need for Biafra restoration is very active right now. And the reason why it is very active is because there's never been a better opportunity for all Biafrans to come together at this time and rescue our land. There's never been a better time. History is on our side. The international world, they are on our side. The local, they are on our side. There's nobody that you will present the case or the things that have been happening to our people that will not tell you, go ahead. The only thing that will tell you, do not be scared. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid to move. We are at that point in our Biafra history right now, based on all the things that have been happening, to come together as one and move Biafra away from Nigeria. That is why, at this point, every hand must be on deck to make sure that Biafra exit Nigeria. Some of the reason why I say that, I'm going to start by explaining to us what a country is. Biafra is a country. We've been a country between 1967 and 1970 before it was thwarted. We've been a country. We got all the status. But the fear of some people, the fear to continue to suppress us, the fear to take away our resources without adequate compensation, those things are what made those that suppressed us between 1967 and 1970 to take over our land and continue what they are doing till today. And at this point, Biafrans from all over the world, they've said, enough is enough. If you want to kill all of us, we are ready. But as you're coming to kill us, also be sure that we are going to kill you. That was a statement that was given to us by T.Y. Danjuma. We have to equip ourselves because they are everywhere. The terrorists have penetrated our lands. The terrorists are killing our people. The terrorists are invading our land, chasing them away to IDP camps, taking over their lands. Are we going to stay and watch and fold our hands while these things are being done? No. So that is the reason why at this time, the spirit of Biafra is with us. The millions of children that were massacred between 1967 and 1970 and still be massacred today, those spirits have risen up and said, enough is enough. We are a country. Biafra is a country. And we've met all the statistics, all the requirements that made us to be a country. We cannot wait for anybody to give us our country because we have met the criteria. One of the first criteria for being a country, based on the 1933 New World Summit in Montevideo, Uruguay, which was convened by Franklin Delano Roosevelt. In attendance in that conference was United States of America. Mexico was there, and 18 nations from Central and South America. The Caribbean was there too. In that World Summit, the criteria to be a country includes 1, a settled population. We have a settled population. The old eastern region of Nigeria, we've settled there for years. So we met that number 1 criteria. The second one is a defined territory, a defined geographical area. We have a defined map, and all of you can see that our Prime Minister recently produced the updated map of Biafra. We have a defined territory. We have a defined geographical area. That's the second criteria that made us.
I think we lost her connection. While we wait for her to return, we lost her connection. All right.
Different members of the Biafra government in exile have had different appointments with different world leaders. So the ability to enter into relation with other states is another criteria that makes us a state. And the last one is the government. We have the Biafra government in exile that is pioneering the affairs of Biafra, both at home and abroad. So we met those criteria to be a country. Because we've met this criteria, we know we have 3 nationality councils in Biafra land. Those 3 nationality councils we have the Igbo Nationality Council with 16 states. We have the Aqua Cross Nationality Council with 6 states. And we have the Niger Delta Nationality Council with 10 states. Overall, Biafra has 32 states. And each of these states have 15 local government areas. And each local government area have 5 districts. So we have fully defined and convinced the international body based on the 1933 New World Summit in Montevideo, Uruguay. Biafra has met all the criteria to be a country. So that is what and why we need to move this year. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sonny. So I have to be switching computer here and there, but that's as far as it's okay. Okay. Now, the situation with Nnamdi Kanu. All of us are aware of what happened, how he was renditioned from Kenya to Nigeria, and how he's languishing in the DSS custody. 2 courts in Nigeria, fully instituted courts with all the powers, have acquitted and discharged Nnamdi Kanu. The United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention, of which Nigeria is a member state. When you are a member state of a UN committee, you are bound by the laws of United Nations. So Nigeria is a member state of the United Nations. The United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention, this member state, which has human rights obligations at both the regional and universal levels, have ordered the immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally and to reimburse him with adequate compensation for the arbitrary violation of his fundamental human rights. This UN committee has recommended, has instructed that Nnamdi Kanu should be released unconditionally. Nigeria is a member of this United Nations committee, unconditionally, and compensate him. Since last year, since 2022, up till today, that has not been done. The current Nigerian government and his legislators have refused to release Nnamdi Kanu. What did Nnamdi Kanu do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing, except what we are doing now. Self-determination is not a crime. It is a right. It is allowed by the UN Charter, by the OAU. Self-determination gives the indigenous, the citizens, the power to determine how they want to be part of a system, how they want to be governed. We have the right. It is our basic right. That is exactly the only thing Nnamdi Kanu was doing. But instead of the government to respect that opinion, they started killing people. They started killing everyone. Anyone that talks about self-determination, they eliminate the person. They kill them. That was how they ended up bringing Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. Because of that, Biafrans have been calling for referendum over the years. Peaceful referendum over the years. We want to vote. We want to call a referendum for Biafrans all over the world. Because of the bad leadership in Nigeria, Biafrans are scattered all over the world. They live in droves. And we cannot continue to be visitors in other people's land, excel in other people's countries, while our own land is being ravished, while our people are dying of the basic health care that they need, basic amenities, they don't have it. And that is why we want to go home and make sure that our people get those services that we deliver abroad to other people to benefit from. We want our people to also benefit from that. That is all Nnamdi Kanu was calling for. Self-determination. Give our people the right to decide how they want to be governed. But no, because Nigeria is a country where there is an agenda. There is an agenda by those in power. So any other thing becomes an opposition. If you speak your mind, you become an opposition. You become a target. If you express yourself, you become an opposition. You become a target. If you march peacefully on the streets, unarmed, you become an opposition. You become a target. They kill you. How long are we going to continue to allow such heinous crime to be committed against our people? That is all Nnamdi Kanu was asking for. That is the only thing he requested for. And Nigerian government, with his agent, they planned. And with some insiders, we all need to know. Is the rat inside the house? I told the rat outside that there is meat in the kitchen. But those people didn't know that the major tactics that Fulani uses to get people is divide and conquer. If they come into your house right now and they see that, maybe I have 3 or 4 children, I love this one more. When Fulani comes in there, what they will do, they will get another child of mine and pay that one money to attack the other one. That's how they rolled over the years. And they're doing that in Nigeria today, as of today that we are talking. How long are Biafrans going to continue to allow the Fulanis to use them to fight each other, to sell each other? That was how Nnamdi Kanu get up where he is right now, languishing in DSS custody, dying. Recently, we heard there was a breakout of tuberculosis in the cell where he was. He was having nose bleeding. What did this poor boy do? Poor man do? What did he do? Except let my people go. Call for a referendum. And that is how he is there today. So the court, about 2 has said, let this man go. The United Nations Working Committee has said, let this man go. But the Nigerian government has refused. With the legislators, because once they buy them over, anything they say, they believe with them. They're still holding that man, denying him access to proper medical care. The Biafra Medical Practitioners Board, they've written to the government, they've written to the world leaders to compel President Buhari to allow Nnamdi Kanu to get an expert care outside the dungeon, outside the prison. That guy is slowly dying there. They refused. What part of the world do you have somebody who is just propagating for self-determination? You plan with the Kenyan government. You just, without going through the normal process, and you just move him into Nigeria and lock him up, thinking when you lock him up, self-determination is going to die. Really? It does not work that way. The kidnap and rendition of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria has made some people that ordinarily they were not interested in what Nnamdi Kanu is saying. It has pushed them to come out and let the world know there is nothing wrong that Nnamdi Kanu did. All he's asking for is fairness, equity, justice, which is a hallmark of the growth of any nation. How can you grow a country where there's no equity? Major positions in the country, you divide it among your kinsmen. There's no justice. Some people are meant to be in jail. Some others are not meant to be in jail. There's no peace. All these terrorists that come from the Sahel, they were brought in by those that are the key players in Nigerian politics. They don't come for peace. The Fulanese, they don't come in for peace. They come in as herders, as marauders, and they move from one state in Nigeria to the other, displacing the indigenous citizens as they're doing this. If you refuse to be displaced, they will kill you. We've seen horrific pictures. And anybody that needed more information after my broadcast, give me your email. I'll be willing to send you the facts, the figures, the information that you need. They take over people's land. They kill them. They maim them. They butcher them. They rape their women. And they take over their homes. Not just in Biafra land. It happens all over Nigeria. We saw what happened in Benue, in the IDP camp. People were chased away from their original homes. And they still went to the IDP camps where the government put them so that they will calm down. These Fulani marauders still went to the IDP camps on Good Friday, this past Good Friday, and killed over 30 or 40 in Benue State, Nigeria, in IDP camps. And they target mostly the male children, the male youths, because they strongly believe maybe the male will come and fight back. How can we, the international world, how can we continue to exist in a country where these marauders come in with AK-47, sophisticated weapon, and they kill us? So we just sit and watch as they kill us and maim us. And this has gone over the years. It happened in southern Kaduna. They are killing with impunity every single day. We see where their people are being massacred. In November 24, 2016, over 150 peaceful protesters were killed in Biafra land. Peaceful, unarmed, 150 shot at close range by the Nigerian government. The Amnesty International reported this, and I have the report. The Nigerian government, they sprayed acid. Acid were sprayed on innocent Biafrans just because they are conducting a peaceful march. We want to say how we want to be governed. We want to be part of the process. We don't want you to impose people that will come and take our mineral resources, take our wealth, take our homes. That's all they are asking for. We have the Ihamufu killing in December 18, 2022, by the Fulani herders. Over 50 innocent indigenous Biafrans were killed in Ihamufu for nothing. Nothing. They were unarmed. Nigerian government was watching as this was happening. In fact, one of the reports, it was the Sahara newspaper and a couple of other newspapers, said that the Nigerian army aided this Ihamufu killings. How did they aid them? They were standing by and they collude with the Nigerian military and police to kill these Biafrans. kill men, women, children. They collude with them. It was on the newspapers. And if you want, after this report, I'll send it to you. How can we have the people, the military, that's supposed to protect us, protect the lives and property of the citizens, and the police that was supposed to protect us, now turn against to aid the terrorists, to kill these people, because the government supports them. And then when our people, when our young men and women, when we try to resist, the Nigerian government will send the army to attack us. When we try to attack these terrorists that are coming, they will now send a higher weapon. They will bring the aeroplane, they will bring the jets, they will bring the fighter, the bomber jets, they will bring everything. Because these military equipment Nigerian government have, it is our tax, it is taxpayers' money. But when the Nigerian government and these administrators, remember, it's not just the government, it's also these Biafran governors, the Southeast governors, South governors. They collude with the government. When they see that they cannot withstand our men and women, what they do, they send the military to attack us. We all see the recent Aba march. The march in Aba by indigenous people of Biafra. Indigenous people of Biafra are never terrorists. We stay in our own land. But for the Nigerian government to continue to do the killings, to suppress and oppress us, they term IPOB terrorist. Tell me where in the world you have seen any IPOB member coming to conquer, occupy somebody's territory and kill. We don't do that. We don't do that. But why did President Buhari do that? He did that so that the world will start attacking us, so that the world will start seeing us as terrorists, even though we are not. We are pure innocent Nigerians from the southeastern, south, and southwestern part of Nigeria. We are just asking for fair, equity, fairness in the government of Nigeria, but they refuse. Instead of listening to us, what they do is to unleash soldiers, military, to kill us. During the recent Aba march, over 30 unarmed, innocent, indigenous people of Biafrans were killed on close range by the Nigerian government. What country does that? What country does that? We have different types of things you can use to stop people if you feel they are marching and maybe they are becoming violent, which they did not do. You can use rubber bullets. You can use tear gas. Those things you can use. That some of you travel to civilized countries and you see what they use. You see how they do it. Why don't you implement the same thing inside Nigeria? Why use live bullet when people are marching unarmed and you want them not to talk? Some of us, our brothers and sisters, were killed. And then you go to the international world and lie to them. Oh, they are killing the police, killing the military. Did you tell them how they are killing unarmed, innocent Biafrans who just want to express themselves? Did you tell them the same story too? If T.Y. Danjuma, who is an ex-military chief, has said, the Nigerian government, military and police, they collude. They collude with the terrorists. And T.Y. Danjuma, who is an ex-military chief, have told us, go get your arms, protect yourself. The government cannot protect you. I'll send the video. Any video anybody requests for, let me have the chronicle, and I'll send it to them.
So, my wonderful family, that brings us to the end of this update. Do well to like the video, share, and subscribe. Thank you, and bye-bye.